Hi everybody, hope this finds you well. Just wanted to come online. I'm not trying to do this song exactly because I can't do it. Number one, I can't sing it as well as I used to. So I'll do the best I can at this particular moment with what my voice will allow me to do. So hopefully I won't butcher it too badly. You can let me know. Thank you for all your comments on my last song, my original for the children. Somebody's watching it a lot. Somebody likes it a lot. Hey, if you like it, do a thumbs up. It really helps it spread it out. Get it out there to other people to hear. And kudos to Oliver Anthony. Oh my God, he's doing such a wonderful job. Oliver, it's so nice to see you happy and telling the fat cats where to get off. I think that's so great. And how you're just being your wonderful, sweet self to everyone. And I just like who you are, what I see anyway. What you show us. Very kind, and right now a voice of your generation. So kudos to you. And much love and success. I'm doing this song, and there's something that I want to say about everything, and it's just something that I was thinking, nah, I don't want to say it, and then say it, I'm like, okay. So again, playing on my acoustic, and it can be played on acoustic beautifully. It's been done by many people, a lot better than me, so, you can hear it from other people. But I'm just kind of giving you just the gist of it, the nuance of it as best I can, okay? And I have to flip through this thing, so there'll be a few breaks, so forgive me, but it's just the way that my app is right now. Okay. Spent my days with a woman unkind, smoked all my stuff and drank all my wine. Made up my mind to make a new start, going to California with an aching in my heart. Someone told me there's a girl out there, loving her eyes and flowers in her hair. Took my chances on a big jet plane. Never let them tell you that they're all the same. Sea was red and the sky was gray. Wondered how tomorrow could ever follow today. Mountains and the canyons, they started tremble and shake. All the children of the sun began to wake. Seems that the wrath of the gods got a punch in the nose. and started to flow. I think it might be sinking. Throw me a line if I reach it in time. I'll meet you up there where the path runs straight and high. And a queen without a king says she's playing guitar and cries, cries as she sings. Ride a white mare in the footsteps of dawn, trying to find a woman who's never ever been born. Standing on a hill in the mountain of dreams, telling myself it's not as hard as it seems. Yeah, that's Led Zeppelin for you. See, I don't know, does he do it on this one or not? Let's see. Jimmy Page just had a way of playing guitar. It just was so beautiful. And I just loved how he would come up with all these orchestrated ways of playing guitar, you know? So I'm just going to play through this one song that I did the last time. Let's see. for the children. So, okay, leave this here. So the reason why I wanted to do that, these songs, is that it has occurred to me that my generation, baby boomers, were given the opportunity to wake up, whether it be through the music, rebellion, the of everything, of government, of wars, of our parents and their, what they were doing to numb themselves, some of them, not all of them, or, the ritual of having to go to a church where you could just see the hypocrisy going on. And nobody was talking about it, but it was sort of this understated current. And it started to wake us up to what was going on. And some of our teachers were very good teachers, and they weren't corrupted by the educational system just yet, fully, at least not out in the West anyway, by Rockefeller and his petroleum and how he just wanted, nothing but workers. Didn't care if you lived or died, just as long as he could control all the money, and the Rothschilds as well. So, we started to wake up and question things, and we never stopped. And some of us never said anything. Some of us just sort of stayed in the background and said, there's a better way. We don't have to do it this way. And the story just go on and on. So then you have, people like, all these musicians coming out. You had Bob Dylan, singing "Times are for the times they're changing," and Joan Baez and singing protest songs, and children with flowers in their hair, putting it into the barrels of the AK-47s and AR-15s, and well, AK-47s were Russian, but AR-15s and the rifles and, whatever the guys were carrying in Vietnam. And saying, no, we want peace and love and music and harmony. We don't want war. We don't need war. You don't realize we're being manipulated, that this is all a ruse. This is to keep monies in their pocket, and we can't see it yet. And we didn't see it then, but we knew something wasn't right, okay? And so it came out in the songs, in this line that I just sang to you, going to California with an aching in my heart. Something woke him up to make a change in his life. There's got to be something different. And, there's a better world out there. There's a girl out there who's got love in her eyes and flowers in her hair, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for love, right? And I'm looking for a better way to live. And as things began to move and shake, whether it was literally, which probably was, and figuratively and musically, the children of the sun, of the light, began to wake. We began to wake up, okay? And it seems that the wrath of the gods, their God, okay, got a punch in the nose and said, we've had enough, okay? And the blood started to flow. Well, they know about that. And if I don't make it, throw me a line. And I'll meet you up there, because I know it's the straight and narrow end. That's where I'll get my love high, from. And so then that was the first wave. And a lot of the first wave people got burnt out and didn't stay around. A lot of them died early. The stress alone, you look at John Bonham, the drummer, the stress of being the drummer, being the drummer of Led Zeppelin, having his idol being Keith Moon. Okay, that enough said, right? The stress of trying to make a difference, being empathic, the stress of life, of being abused by living in this so-called hell, okay? And not even knowing that we're in hell, okay? And that we were sent here, we volunteered to come here to make a change, to make a difference, and then to find out just how sick and twisted and soulless and who we were fighting against and what they were actually doing even worse than our own imaginings with the children. Then, that was it. That enough to wake up the second and the third, especially the third wave of volunteers to come into the world, to wake up the world, okay? And when I say volunteers, it means you and me. We decided to come down here. We made a deal to come down here. We made a deal with God to sign a contract to come down and do what we needed to do. That we were going to try this or going to try that. Free will, okay? To a free will world with the veil of forgetfulness, and to play, to figure it out, and try to work through things and do what we needed to do or what we wanted to do. And some of us didn't realize that we had already accomplished our missions and it was okay to go home. And some of us still thought, well, no, we still have more to do. And that's okay too. Then today you have people like Oliver Anthony, who's again yet speaking for a new generation. Ain't got a dollar, I just want to go home, okay? Richmond, Richmond, north of Richmond, the men of Richmond, north of Richmond, okay? Those are the bankers. Those are the ones that have control. Those are the ones who are doing everything that is causing all this trouble that we have, that we're trying to get out of now. And so we have just around the corner a new way of doing things monetarily that's going to be happening with Jassera and Nasera. You've got the BRICS, you've got Al-Sharad from Iraq, who just did a deal with the Treasury, and the gal who runs the Treasury, who just went down there, looked at all the currency and signed off on the paperwork. And the PM of Iraq is going to be coming to the UN on the 20th this coming week. And he's not going to be coming empty-handed. He's going to tell them, what's going on. And hopefully they'll have the new rates, and then people who have dinar will be able to do their bit with whatever monies they'll have, and maybe they'll think about doing something for humanity or not. Up to them, no judgments, okay? And when Jassera happens, those of us who have humanitarian aspirations and want to do something now with our lives before we go back home, and start something new, perhaps, or just take a much needed rest, we'll do that. And, then again, who knows, okay? So with the med beds, and I was just listening to another gal who she never followed the rules. She knew, something was not right. My generation, banker, got into all these, understandings of XRP and stellar wallets, ledgers. Don't ask me, I don't know any of this stuff, okay? But I'm starting to learn. And how do you, use your phone to send money? Well, everything's going to be changed. So we will be using phones and iPads and that sort of thing to, just pay somebody off directly. So you want my hat? Okay, $10, and then you send me $10 and I send you my hat, It's just that simple. You don't have to wait for banks where they charge you interest for that, and make you wait and hold, and, and then they don't really have your money. Your money's gone, for their nefarious deeds. And then they charge you on top of it, just like the government does. So none of that. No birth certificates. No, just look up Jacera and all the rules and everything that goes with that law. Okay, that will be happening. Everybody will be able to go on their own way as long as you don't hurt anybody. I mean, if you want to buy a 50 caliber something or other, as long as you don't hurt anyone and you don't bother anyone, then nobody's going to really care. Two hoots what you do, That's between you and God, okay? So, so much is going to change that people aren't going to even know how to be free, that they're going to have to be trained to get unprogrammed to know how to be free. That's just unbelievable to me. Me, a kid who loved being kicked out of the house to go play. I'm like, yeah, see you later, Mom. See you at dinner. Okay, and maybe a little after. Okay, yeah. People don't know if it's okay. Well, can I do this? Can I not do this? You could do whatever you want. I'm telling you, as grandma, you could do whatever you want. Do what makes you feel good, as long as you don't hurt anybody else, and that you don't impinge or infringe upon anybody else's rights or needs or wants, and that you're respectful. Because when you look at somebody else, you're looking at yourself. You're looking at God. We're all one. Okay, we're all one. Okay, so right now, God's playing Margie right now. Okay? Right now, God's playing Billy, John, and George, and, Ringo, okay? God's playing, all these people that okay? And when we all come back together, we'll still have our individual isms, but we're all one. Okay, think of the ocean, okay? We're all like little drops of water in the ocean. We're all the ocean. We're all God. But each individual wave is unique and different, okay? So I hope that helps you to understand the concept. Anyway, just something I just wanted to share with you and do, and just say hello. Praying for people who are in the Canada area for this hurricane not to be too damaging to the innocents, but that it takes care of the underground tunnels and dumbs and dams and whatever they need cleaned out. Because as you can see, there is a way to control earthquakes and hurricanes and tornadoes and torrential weather. Oh, climate change my butt. California's never had 2 hurricanes in 1 year. Come on, Wakey, wakey. Come on now, kids. So, anyways, yeah, that's all that I, really wanted to come on here and say, and, looking at, knowing that just right around the corner, things are going to really start hopping. Reveals and everything are already coming out. I mean, you look at Fox News, national television, okay? National television, they started having, real pictures of, Hunter Biden and him getting indicted, and now, Biden, the president, okay, president, and so, this is, if you look at the Act of 1871, you educate yourself, and you protect yourself with different things against their last throes of tantrum that they're having. Get yourself some HCQ, some ivermectin, take care of your health, You can make your own HCQ, which is hydrochloroquine, which you just take 3 lemons and 2 grapefruit, the peel of it, put in, water that covers the peel, let it seep for 2 hours, let it cool for an hour, put it in a jar, take a tablespoon every day. That's enough vitamin C, to keep you well. You can also add all kinds of stuff to that if you want to. Cayenne pepper, ginger, cinnamon, honey, olive oil, get yourself a little shot. Do some lemon shots, just squeeze a lemon and do that whole routine, and you'll feel really great. You don't have to wear a diaper over your face, okay, either. Do not comply, okay? Don't comply with them of what's going on. And then you have Veritas out in Maui too. That is, he's just going great guns. He's finding out what's going on behind those little brown fences that are going up that people can't see. Yeah. And let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else there. There's, all kinds of stellar XLM that, things that, a whole new language of terms and stuff that you're going to start hearing more and more about. Tokens and ledgers and wallets and different companies that have this and that. For monetary stuff, for currency things. And, they're trying to do everything they can to quash what we know is correct. Look at poor Julian Assange, being kept as a prisoner. I don't know if he still is, but last I heard he was. And of course, all the times they tried to, indict Trump. I mean, come on. Everybody's either buying up silver and gold and hedging on the bet that, we're going to go, all the BRICS people are going gold-backed currency. And that means that their currency, their paper money is backed by gold. It's equal to gold. Where our fiat dollar, we were taken off the gold standard when Nixon was president. So, anyway, there's different things going on. We're going through growing pains right now. This is a weird, strange time this is territory that we've never been in, okay? And, there's people that are good people on both sides. And it's a war that we're fighting with right here. And they don't want to end it, because if they do, because it's food for them. Currency, energy, what we put out, the loosh, whatever, that's their food. And if they don't have it, they don't have energy, then they die, because their world is gone, and this is all that they have. So they're going to fight tooth and nail to keep it. And so when it's over, it's over. And if that happens this year, great. If not, then when it's over, it's over. That's how I'm thinking about it, lot of people in Hollywood waking up. Kushner, he woke up and started talking good things. These pedophile people are just snatching up girls and children right outside, their homes now. So please, parents, watch over your children. These children have been through hell, and these pedophiles these people are sick. They're really, truly sick people, and they need help. They really need help. I don't know what's going to be done, but they need a whole new avatar. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, so that's why I did the song that I did, because basically that's, it's what it's about. It's they need us for food and for their enjoyment. And, President Trump was acquitted, and, it's a good thing. And a lot of people that you have idolized or that you have looked up to, you're going to be surprised about who they truly are. And I've, in my podcast, if you will, I've tried to alert you, people like Oprah and that type of thing, who these people were exactly. Like Jimmy Savile in the Royals and so forth. And all this stuff is, like I said, it's either coming out now and you're going to have to look it up, or it'll come out on television, however they're going to do it. I keep hearing it's going to be an 8-hour, ongoing thing. But, on television, they're showing the Nuremberg trials. So that's giving you like predictive programming. Hello, doctors and nurses and everybody who's been complicit and just said, well, it's just part of my job, is going to be dead, okay? The history channels are talking about the Tartarian Empire, or Atlantis, or this, empire, or this, or that empire, or the Mayans, and this and that, which the young people need to know about, because what brought them down was technology. They kept getting into technology, kept writing the technology thing, and forgot about the personal interaction and personal touch and humanitarian exchange that needed to happen, because we're human, we're electrical beings, we're divine beings living in these avatars, and we need each other. We need to come together regularly and socialize and fellowship with one another, and then go off and do whatever it is that we do. And people like Russell Brand is being accused of certain sexual assaults. So all these people that we looked up to, guess what? They're not who we necessarily think that they really are. And of course the media is being totally silent on it, because they're a part of it. And that's why Israel is last, because they're all a part of that as well. And so we're going to finish the fight. We're going to make sure that it happens, and that it never happens again. Okay, enough of my yeah. Hope you enjoyed the music. Leave me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe only if you like it. And, if you do a thumbs up, then it gets the message out there to more and more people. And I would appreciate that if you would do that for the channel, okay? And let me know who you are. Thank you so very much for the new subscribers. By the way, my name is Margie, and it is Margie's Place. And yeah, any other questions you want to know, just leave me a comment, and I'll try to answer it directly and personally. Okay, much love to you all. Ta-ta.